Good afternoon and welcome everyone. This is San Diego Volleyball Club, Coach 14-1 Ari. And this is the 14 entry tournament, day 2, final day. This will determine the standings, new standings for the first Southern California tournament next month in December. This is the silver bracket for Coach Ari's team. We're facing off against Ignite Volleyball. Ignite coming from Chino, California, so not too far for them. They are led by their head coach, Paul T. He's the director of Ignite Volleyball, and he is assisted by one of his daughters, middle daughter. All three of his daughters are coaches at Ignite Volleyball, so really a family-run business there in Chino. We're all ready. Warm-ups are done. Lineups check. Up ref is about to take his stand. And we'll have Isla Donahue starting us off, serving first for San Diego. Both of these teams coming in 2-0 so far today. So winner of this match will determine first place finisher in the pool. This is 1 versus 2 in this pool. First point goes to Ignite as Emma not able to keep that one in play. So Ignite will get to serve first. Serving is number 6, the outside hitter for Ignite Volleyball. Nice pass nice job keeping it alive by Camilla. That ball didn't make it back over to the San Diego side, so we're all tied up at 1s. Number 6, the outside. She's multi-talented individual. Hearing from got some of the scoop for some of these players. She's a choir as well as a tennis player. So she's very busy, multi-talented athlete. And that set dump attempt by Ignite did not work out for them. So we will take it, and with that, the lead here early in the first, up 2-1. So once again, this is number 1 versus number 2 in the pool. We are ranked 2nd in the pool. Ignite coming in as the top seed in this pool. The structure of the pools for today, 15 pools of 4. The top 12 finishers will move on to Division 4, and that'll be overall ranked, the teams ranked 37 through 48. So top 12 finishers of the 15 pools. So it'll be whoever finishes top in their pool, except for the bottom 3 of those first place finishers, move into Division 4. And since we're both 2-0, pretty much guaranteed, if we win, we should be Division 4. And if we lose, pretty much we'll be Division 5, which are teams ranked 49 through 65. The top 4 divisions each have 12 teams for the next tournament, and Divisions 5, 6, and 7 each have 16 teams. So a little bit convoluted, but basically, if we win, we'll be Division 4, pretty much. Lose Division 5. Meanwhile, nice serve by Emma Acera, forcing that broken play on the Ignite side. We end up winning the point and taking the 2-point lead, up 4-2. Outside hitter, Amber taking a good swing, but that ball stays alive. Oh, and Emma cannot keep it alive. I think Elise was behind her, rushing over to take that first ball. She may have been better positioned to actually take that first one. I don't think Emma saw her there. She made the right choice going for it anyway. You always want to go for that ball in the back row on defense if you can get it. But unfortunately for San Diego, it did not work out in our favor that time. Emma mentioning something to the up ref. I think she was talking to the up ref about the obstacles in the way on the bleacher side where the fans are sitting, as Elise chased down that second ball but kind of got stopped by a stroller, something parked over there, the bleacher side, but the up ref says, no, it's clear. They're back far enough, according to the rules. So we'll keep playing here. Emma bump sets that to Amber, who goes cross court. Play continues. Nice touch by Olivia on that block. Slowed it down just enough. Elise back row takes a big approach and jump and swing, but it goes into the net. And we're back tied all at 14 apiece. Serving next is the setter, number 21 for Ignite. She's new to their squad, coming from T Street last year, making the transfer this year to Ignite. She joins one of her other teammates who was also at T Street for 12s, but then played for Ignite her second year. So a couple of T Street transfers on this Ignite squad, but it's mostly returners. They have only 2 new players this year compared to last year. So you know they're a strong team. Usually a sign of a strong team is a group of girls that are playing together, staying together from year to year. Because they'll have that experience, they'll get to know each other's tendencies, especially here early in the season with this first tournament. They don't have to waste that time trying to figure out what everyone's range is, reaching different balls, who can get what ball. Meanwhile, we're all tied up again at 5s as Ignite got that side out once again. Mila hiding behind Amber on the back row in the right side. She is back row. If you're wondering why I get this question sometimes, if you're not that familiar with volleyball, Amber is actually in the front right position, and Mila is behind her. Her base is the back right position. She has to start behind her, so that's why she's standing back there. And as soon as the serve is contacted, she rushes up to the net to go into the setting position. So Mila is back row, has to stay behind Amber at the start of the play. Nice job by Mila to get that ball out to Ellie. Keeps that in play. Oh, and Amber running backwards, just getting one hand on it as it came over. She was getting ready for an outside approach, not able to stop and get her platform out, just touching it with one hand, but didn't work out that time. And Ignite with a 3-point lead here in the first. Olivia goes one-handed over with her left. Nice block, oh, but it falls on the San Diego side. Amber Hellfeld in the right spot, but didn't penetrate her arms over the net. You want your blockers to go straight up and down, but then at the peak of their blocking attempt, you want them to push their arms over the net as far as possible. Make sure it's not possible for that ball to sneak under your arms, fall on your own side of the court. Of course, that's why it makes it tough to block and stay off that net. All right, serving next, Amber Hellfeld, right in front of us on the serving from the left. She serves it long out of bounds. Libero serving next for Ignite. We're back up to a 4-point lead here, 10 serving 6. Ellie gets a nice swing from the right side, off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. It's Ellie Doucette with that kill on the right side. Great first swing attempt from her, getting her team that immediate side out. We have Austin Matthews serving next on the right side. She serves it down the line. Good spot. And that ball goes out of bounds. Good service selection there, going down the line right at that player who's not one of the designated serve receivers. And she's going down the line again, attacking that same spot. Again, another broken play. Mila going outside, back to Jocelyn, and she gets a nice swing down the line, or excuse me, to position 6, back middle of the court. And we've closed things up significantly now, just a 1-point lead for Ignite, 9 serving 10. Austin with a 3rd serve in a row. See if she goes down the line again, she does. And again, another broken play, an opportunity for San Diego. Oh, but it doesn't work out this time. As Austin came in for that first touch, she did a good job on that service rotation, but her first pass did not make it to a spot where Mila could run that ball down. Side out, back to Ignite. They're holding on to a 2-point lead. 21, their setter. She's one of the 2 new players, the one that came from T Street, serving now. Mila setting Jocelyn on the outside. She gets it off the blocker's hands and deep into the Ignite side of the court. Kill for her from the outside. And San Diego making their double substitution, bringing in Isla and Camila. Isla playing that DS position. Isla O'Donoghue serving from the right. That ball goes inbounds across the court to that long cross-court line. Emma I wasn't sure if she thought that ball would have sailed long or if it was just too deep into the court for her to chase down. But it certainly landed in about a foot in on each side, both deep and wide, or in both directions. All right, we have, that ball was going out of bounds. Amber electing to play it. And she has to just pass it back over. Middle attack now. That one was in. Amber take that one. Camilla to Jocelyn on the outside, looking for another kill. Not this time. But Emma keeps it alive. Nice pass from her. Middle attack for Kamea goes long. And we're back up to a 3-point lead now for Ignite. Up 13-10. We crossed over the halfway point, first set. Number 6 outside hitter serving. And that ball goes out of bounds. Too much power on that one. Landed out by about 4 or 5 feet. And it'll be Jocelyn Borgart serving next, left side. Nice serve from her. Nice job by Kamea to joust. That ball landing almost on top of the net, coming down directly on top. She went up quickly, recognizing it was a good joust opportunity, just pushing that ball back down on the Ignite floor and get us, and San Diego won that one. Camila, back to Kamea. Reward your passer. You like to see that. If your passer gives you a good pass as a setter, you want to reward them. Sometimes go right back to them. That's exactly what Camila did there. It worked out. Kamea put that ball down to her right side, position 5, and Jocelyn will keep serving. As that serve goes long out of bounds. I'm not sure what the score was. I thought it would have been 13-all. It was showing 14-13. We'll double check that score. Down ref is checking it with the scores table as well. We'll see what they end up with as a score. They're going to leave it as 14-13. I think that's the right score now. I think it was 13-all before. I know they're switching it. They're showing 14-all now. So maybe that is right. Now head coach Paul T talking to the down ref. He's saying, hey, we keep score ourselves, the assistants, and now the up ref doesn't like the 2 head coaches talking to each other, as Paul and Ari were starting to debate about that score between each other. Up ref doesn't want to see them talking to each other. He said, talk to the down ref, not to each other, please. All right, meanwhile, back to the action here. Camilla going to Kamea again, going right back to her. That ball on top of the net. Kamea again swiping it across and winning the point. Good court awareness there. being right on top of the net, but staying off of it, not falling into the net. Kamea did a great job there, getting a couple points in a row, as she'll step off the court and be replaced by Austin Matthews, will play front row, and Emma Acera will be serving left side. Right side attack for Ignite. Camilla goes back row. Elise, a nice back row attack, but they pick it up and they'll keep going here. Elise pass to Camilla, going outside to Amber. Emma brings it up. Amber has to take that second ball. Austin in the middle. Oh, looked like it got the blocker's hands, but they're calling 4 touches. The up ref's saying that did not touch the block. From here, it looked like it did get the blocker's hands, but no argument from the San Diego side. So it'll be a side out, back to 15 all. Isla to Camilla, outside. Amber with a nice swing going down the line. The setter in the back row just put her arms up in defense, just trying to shield her head from that ball. Amber hit that one pretty hard down the line. Nice swing from her, gets the kill and the side out, and retaking the lead for San Diego. 16-15 now. Mila Raimundo serving right in front of us. That ball never cleared as the middle blocker trying to place that ball in a short right position. Her short right, our left. That would have been a challenging one had it made it over, but not enough on it to clear. And it should be a 2-point lead now. Timeout called by head coach Paul T as he was waving his arms over his head, trying to get the down ref's attention. I think she didn't look his way, but finally saw him. Timeout, first timeout of the first set. All right, back from the timeout. Raimundo still serving. Outside hitter going between the double block for San Diego. And both Elise and Emma diving for that ball. Love to see that. Both of them on the floor, but not able to pick it up. So they get the side out, and it's just a 1-point lead for San Diego. Amber to Mila, going back row to Elise. Nice swing there, just barely clearing the tape, the open spot, but they pick it up. And then they, on their right side, go down the line, just over Emma's left shoulder. She's not able to get her hands up in time. And we are back to tied, all even at 17s here in the first. Serve receiving, we have Elise, Emma, and Amber from left to right in the back row. This time Emma takes it, but it goes to Elise. She has to use her outlet going to Amber on the outside. Nice swing from her, and miscommunication. Some collision happening on the other side of the court. Ignite not able to get that to that third ball and get it, even get a touch on it. I think they collided, but they're okay. Amber Helfeld serving right in front of us here. Outside hitter, just hitting it over the blocker's hands. Just a hitting error there. She went over Ellie Doucette's hands. Now they go to their right side. Nice pickup by Amber in the back row, getting over, keeping that ball alive. Jocelyn going cross court, and their outside keeps it alive. Oh, Jocelyn had a little, that was a collision with Mila, but it ends up Ellie finishing that one off on the right side. Jocelyn took that first ball, and Mila collided with her, but was able to recover quickly and get that ball, that set back behind her for Ellie to finish it off down the line. Great play from her. Now it leads to a ace serve. Amber Helveld getting the ace and extending the lead. Biggest lead of the match. 21-17 here in the first. Leads to a timeout. Paul T calls his second and final timeout in the first set. We're back from the timeout. We have Amber Helfeld still serving her third or fourth in a row, on a good service run right now for San Diego. She's serving from the right side into the net this time. So an effective timeout by Paul T. Is immediately coming out of the timeout. Service error on the San Diego side. It'll be Ignite to serve now. 3-point lead for San Diego, 18-21. Emma from the back row. She did not intend for that ball to go over the net, but it did, and it happened to be the perfect spot. She's falling on the floor. She gets a kill from the back row as a libero. You don't see that very often. And it'll be Austin Matthews serving next. Back up to a 4-point lead, 22-18 in the first. Austin serving right side. Outside hitter going cross court. Jocelyn keeping it alive. Austin from the back row. Just getting that ball over. Coming back to us. Amber to Mila to Kamea in the front, who swipes it across her body. Picked up by Ignite. Amber again. Mila, and then right side, Ellie this time just hits it into the net, trying to go down the line. She had a good kill earlier this set. That one did not clear. Austin steps off, and Emma takes her place in the back row to pass. Serve receive, we have Jocelyn, Amber, Emma from left to right. And these setters serving for Ignite. And that is an ace serve just on the end line. That one was close. I think it's the right call. Caught the outside edge of that end line. But a tough one. Tough one to assess quickly. That was not in by much. And now we're down to a 2-point lead for San Diego. Still holding on. 20-22. Mila set dump, but that's a double call by the up ref. That ball did not come cleanly out of her hands. Now she goes over to talk to head coach Ari, who will also take a timeout. First for head coach Ari Mariotti, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back from the timeout. San Diego with a 1-point lead here. 21 serving, 22. Amber with that pass. Nice pass to Mila, who puts it on her right side to Ellie, who gets that nice angle shot and puts it down on the floor. Great spot. Shot selection from her, going that sharp angle into the middle of the court. Ignite not able to get it under it in time, and it'll be back to a 2-point lead here as Ilo O'Donoghue subbing in to serve. Down ref is checking to let head coach Ari know how many substitutions are left. She said two subs left. And now the up ref is calling the captain over. You see him putting up his C in front of him. That means he's calling for the captain. He wants the floor captain, so that is Camilla. Solis going to talk to the up ref. A lot of times they'll want to talk about where the bench is placed, or maybe making sure the head coach knows. Only talk to the down ref. He already gave a warning about that earlier. Not sure what that one was, but we're ready to go here. Isla serving, trying to close things out here. 23-21 for San Diego. Oh, and that was a miscommunication. Amber in the perfect spot to pass there. I think Emma didn't see her behind her. We saw that happen earlier between her and Elise. This time Amber was in that spot. As these girls get to know each other as the season goes on, they'll work out those tendencies of their neighbor players on the court, figuring out their range. In the meantime, it's back to a 1-point lead. That's an ace serve by Ignite going cross court. Isla, maybe she was hoping that ball was going out, but it landed in, and Coach Ari burning her last and final timeout of this first set as we're all tied up at 23 apiece. Coming back on the timeout once again. San Diego getting back onto the court first. Ignite, now you can feel the momentum has shifted a bit as they've come back winning the last few points in a row. Their outside hitter number 6 gets an ace serve. Last time she served hard, it went out of bounds long. I think that was the right call to play that one, but Emma not able to get it back to her front row for Camilla. So it is now set point for Ignite. And that one goes into the net. By their outside hitter, and we are all tied up at 24s. It'll be Jocelyn Borgart serving left side. She goes down the line, good serve. Double contact called against Ignite. Once again, that's that third contact where one of the other players, or any player on that team, goes over the net. If you go over with both hands, it has to be a very clean contact with both hands. And now it is set point for San Diego. Oh, a fight along the net, but a net contact by Kamea as she was jousting. She was jousting with the middle blocker on the Ignite side. She gets called for a net contact. And we are back to even here at 25s. We have Amber, Emma, and Isla, designated serve receivers. Emma takes this one, beautiful pass right to Camilla, who speeds Amber, who gets blocked, but we cover it. Amber tries again, one-handed left hand, she stays off the net. That ball was a bit tight, but she managed to stay off. Emma with a beautiful dive to the front, staying out, not going under the net too far. Now it's a back row attack by Elise. She gets a nice contact off the blocker hands, but it stays alive. Emma comes in to take that ball. A feed out to Amber again, going cross court. Big long rally we have going here. Both teams want this. Camilla this time going to middle. Man, not able to put it away. Once again, Amber staying alive off the net. Back to Amber. Going to the middle of the court. And their right side has an open net, but she misses it. Hits it into the net. And just like that, San Diego has their second set point. The first set point was Ignite had one. Now this will be San Diego's second one. And once again, Coach Ari checking on that substitution. I think she may be out of substitutions now. She may have used her last one. They're bringing in Ellie Doucette. And it is Camilla Solis to serve. Set point for San Diego. And she serves it out of bounds. So we're all tied up here at 26s. And now that you're low on substitutions, you could get into an awkward spot where you could have a DS player having to rotate into the front row. Hopefully that doesn't happen here in our next rotation. We'll see. All tied up at 26 as that ball was out of bounds. Just out, not out by much. Elise was seeing that ball out of bounds. Barely out, right call. But man, that was close. All right, Amber Hellfeld serving. And she goes down the line, ace serve to finish it off. That looked like that must have been close too. But instead is an ace serve for San Diego, and we win the first set, take the 1-0 lead in the match to take that 3-minute timeout. Be back soon. Getting ready to start the second set here. San Diego Volleyball leading the match 1-0. Starting lineup has been selected for SDVBC. In the back row, looks like we have Amber, Austin, and Isla from left to right. In the front row, we have Kamea, Jocelyn, or excuse me, Camilla was hiding there, front left, then Kamea and Jocelyn from left to right. Down ref checking the Ignite lineup first. Then he'll check San Diego side. Or excuse me, that was the up ref checking the Ignite side. Now the down ref's checking the San Diego side. And we'll give the indication that Emma can replace one of the players. She'll replace Austin to start, and it'll be Amber, Emma, Isla from left to right, serve receiving. And their outside hitter, number 6, with a strong arm, serving first for Ignite. Nice pass by Isla there, fighting off that tough serve, and back row attack from Amber Hellfeld. Gets the first point for San Diego. That was a beautiful shot from the back row. Going that angle shot between position 6 and 5 to her right side. And Jocelyn will serve first for San Diego. Middle attack here coming. Off the block, Emma got that, and now Amber on the outside gets a big swing, but Ignite chases it down. They pass it over, Jocelyn to Camilla, out to Amber, and she goes cross court, that nice angle. And she gets the first 2 kills of this match. And it is a 2 8-0 lead here in the second. Jocelyn to serve left side. Nice serve from her. Once again, attacking that back middle position. Tip over the double block, and it works this time. Isla not able to get down in time. She elected not to try to pancake that ball, but just hit it with a closed fist. Not able to get enough momentum on it to get that high enough for second contact. So it falls on the San Diego side. 1 point lead for San Diego, 1 serving 2. Amber, nice pass. Camilla goes back to her. She goes down the line, inbounds. Nice swing from her. Keeping that ball in. And she's feeling it, getting the first 3 kills for San Diego. Austin re-enters the match front row. It'll be Emma serving next on the left side, and the up ref is telling my executive producer, Manny, he's got to back up behind the blue line, as he was trying to get some good action shots of our front row lineup. Emma serving left side. And net contact against San Diego. Not sure who that was. Oh, it was number 9. That's Austin Matthews in the net. And he's indicating she pushed over into the net, into the top of the tape. Got called for that one. So we're back to a 1 point lead for San Diego. 2 serving 3. Amber with a diving serve receive pass on that one, just going over. Ignite not able to control that. And then eventually Amber hits that one into the tape. And we're all tied up at 3s. Last time this server served it in front of Amber. We'll see if she goes that same spot again. She does. Almost same result. This time it's an ace serve for Ignite. As that ball hit the top of the tape and dribbled over. Neither Austin nor Amber could get that ball up. And Ignite now has a 1 point lead, up 4 serving 3. Ace serve, second ace in a row, as Amber just reached down to her right side. I'd like to see her take one more step to her right side so that her platform can be straightforward in front of her. Get behind the ball is what you want to do. Keep that platform right in front of you. Oh, another tough serve. 3 aces in a row for Ignite as they now opened up a 3 point lead. And that server dropped all 3 of those in front of the serve receivers. You want to see the serve receiving line here step forward, adjust, make that adjustment as they're not hitting that ball over your head. Another one coming short, but at least controls that one. And Amber on the outside gets the side out, hitting that ball cross court. Nice solid swing from her to get that ball back on the serve back to the San Diego side. It'll be a double substitution as Ellie and Mila check back in. Raimundo to serve. Mila serves it down the line. Nice swing by the outside hitter, and it goes San Diego way as Elise dove down on the right side and got that ball to go over the net. It was going out of bounds, and the libero ran over to chase it. It hit her foot before it hit the ground. And meanwhile, it's an ace serve. Mila Raimundo getting that ace. That previous play was unfortunate for Ignite. That ball hit her foot on the way down. I don't think she was trying to play it, but hey, it touched you. Any part of the body counts before it hits the floor, so we got the benefit of that one. Emma, meanwhile, gets a nice diving save on the left side. That ball goes out of bounds as Elise just trying to pass that third ball over, but she wasn't square to the net. Going across her body, just not able to keep that in play, and so it's back to Ignite. They're holding on to a 1 point lead here, 7-6. But they serve it into the middle of the tape. That serve didn't have a chance to make it over. You want to see if your serve's going to be hitting the top of the tape. You want to hit, or the net, you want to hit the top of the tape give it a good chance to go over. That one hit the middle of the net. No chance, really. All right, Amber's serving now for San Diego. And she gets a pass. Mila with a set back behind her. Nice swing by Ellie, but they pick it up. And now Jocelyn to Mila, back out to Jocelyn. She gets a nice swing down the line in between positions 1 and 6. And it'll be another serve for Amber here as San Diego's retaking the lead. But first, a timeout by head coach Paul T. We'll be right back. 1 minute. All right, we're back from the timeout. Amber Helfeld still serving. San Diego on a 3-point run, or 2-point mini run, but that one goes into the middle of the net. And it'll be side out for Ignite. As we are all tied up again here at 8. Amber taking that pass. Mila to Ellie on the right side. She gets a good swing, but it's kept up by their defense. Amber with a nice diving save right there. And Jocelyn tried to go sharp angle, but she's trying to cut too much angle off, hitting the top of the net, not making it over. So Ignite has retaken the lead once again, up 9, serving 8. Serve goes to Amber, to Mila, outside to Jocelyn. She goes cross court. Nice swing there, but they keep it alive. Jocelyn this time to Mila. She goes behind her this time. Ellie trying to swing hard, approaching, going from right to left, trying to do too much angle. And that ball landed wide, so 2-point lead now for Ignite. Amber again, passing to Jocelyn, but that ball did not clear over the net. And it is a 3-point run now for Ignite as they've taken a 3-point lead. Amber to Mila to the middle. Austin didn't jump. She didn't get up high enough. No chance for that one to go over. You'd like to see her jump for that one and make sure that ball is going to clear the top of the tape. And that'll lead to a timeout by head coach Ari Mariotti. 1 minute timeout. Be right back. We're back from the timeout, and we'll see if San Diego can break this 4-point run of Ignite. Another tough serve. Emma controls that one. Mila sending it over. No double called on that one. Kind of surprising. Ellie swinging on the right side. And Emma not able to control that one from their outside going cross court. So the run continues for Ignite. We were just tied up at 8-all just a couple minutes ago. Now it is a 5-point lead, 13-8 for Ignite, as we pass over the halfway point of this second set. Ooh, tough serve. That was a very difficult serve. No spin on that one. It was traveling, barely clearing the net with a lot of speed too, going from left to right. Amber not able to keep it in play. Going right back to the same spot, but this one goes well wide. Easy decision there. San Diego to let that one go out of bounds. Just wide. It'll be Austin Matthews serving, right side. She serves it down the line, and that's in. Ace serve. Austin Matthews starting a little mini run here for San Diego. Austin will serve her second in a row. That one goes into the middle of the net. Side out for Ignite, and their setter checks back in. One of the two new players on the Ignite roster checking back in to serve. They're holding on to a 5-point lead, 15-10. Amber to Camila, out to Jocelyn, who gets a nice swing off the top of the blocker's hands and deep into their side of the court, getting that kill. Side out for San Diego, and it'll be Isla checking in, taking Ellie's place to serve. Nice serve from her. That ball is in. Another ace serve. Just a couple of ace serves in the last few points here for San Diego, trying to get back in it. So they're trying to close the lead here. 3-point lead still for Ignite. 12 serving for 15. Isla serving her second. Outside hitter, going cross court. Emma diving in to get a nice up on that one. Jocelyn going cross court, but that one was a little bit long. Assistant coach Steve Lamb pointing to the Assistant coach Steve Lamb asking Emma to talk to the up ref to say, hey, that far line judge, he thought that she called that in, but the up ref saying, no, I got the final call, and he overrode the call. Anything the line judge indicates is usually just a recommendation. The ultimate decision is made by the up ref. He decided that ball was out. It must have been close over there. Camila setting Kamea in the middle. Oh, and that ball never cleared over. Kamea did swipe it over, came back over, and then Jocelyn tried to swipe it again, but that time it didn't clear. Back to a 5-point lead for Ignite. Up 17-12. And their big outside hitter, or excuse me, their short outside hitter, but with a big arm serving. Jocelyn on the outside with a nice swing. Libero keeping it alive. Isla to Camila. Back to back row. Amber was not expecting that one. She was not getting her approach ready. You got to be ready for every ball, expecting every time that setter touches that ball, the next ball is coming to you. I think Amber may be expecting that ball like most of us, going to the outside or the middle. All right, Emma takes this one. Camila to her outlet on the outside, Jocelyn, but she was not able to clear the net. So a couple of hitting errors creeping into the San Diego game right now. I want to see that get cleaned up a little bit. Coach Ari making a switch. And Jocelyn take a break. Bringing in Elise to take her place. Another good serve. Isla. Good pass this time. Camila feeding Elise right away. And their defense picks it up. Now back row attack from Amber. Clearing the net. Good looking swing back there. Outside hitter for Ignite. Goes cross court. Emma keeps that alive. Mila going to Kamea, who gets the kill from the middle. Going between positions 5 and 6, her right side. Great spot between the two defenders in the back row there. And gets that much needed side out by San Diego. But they're still trailing here by 6. As it'll be Elise Edmiston serving next. She goes down the line. They control it nicely. Right side hitter. Gets a good touch. Isla keeps it alive. Now back row attack from Elise. She had a pretty big swing, went a little bit wide. And that's a side out back to Ignite. And it's Ignite with being the first team to 20 here in this second set. Amber on the outside after a bump set to her, not able to get that ball, and eventually right side finishes it for Ignite, and they are off to their biggest lead of the match, 8 points now, 21-13. As they're looking to close things out, even things up, and force the third set. That ball tips off the top of the net, but we're able to control it. Amber gets that kill on the outside, going outside the double block, just down the line. And that has been bread and butter for her so far this match. A lot of good line shots for her. And it'll be Emma serving next from the left side. Outside hitter just tipping it off of the San Diego double block. That was off of Austin's hands. Got redirected down the line. Back row defense not able to pick that ball up for San Diego. So back to an 8-point lead as they are closing in. Ignite's closing in quickly. Getting close to that set point. And it's an ace serve. Ace serve now by Ignite. As Amber, I think, mishandled that serve receive. That ball was going short, maybe between her and Isla. And we'll go to that same spot again. And it's worked again. This time Isla got that ball, passed it, but it hit into the middle of the net. Camila not able to control that, and now that leads to set point here. 10-point lead, big lead, biggest lead for Ignite in this second set, as they'll have a run of set points. All right, back row attack from Elise, and she puts that in a nice controlled swing. But Libero gets that back over. Isla to Camila, to the middle. Austin tipping that over the Ignite double block, but it stays alive as they pick it up. Amber on the outside swinging hard, but that ball goes out of bounds into the deep middle part of the court. And just like that, Ignite has tied things up here in this final match of the final day of the entry tournament. So we'll take that 3-minute break between the second and third set and be back soon. right, we're getting ready to start that third decider set. This will be a first to 15 win by 2. Our second third setter of the day. First one we won against Torch Volleyball this morning in the first match of the day this morning. We'll see how we do here. Once again, we're facing off against the top seed in the pool, so we're expected not to win this one. And we'll see if my assessment, if we can clean up our hitting errors, hit it more consistently into the court, we'll give ourselves a good opportunity, good chance to take them down in this third set. Okay, it'll be Isla O'Donoghue serving first for San Diego. As the down ref is letting head coach Paul T know about the wrong lineup. Two of the girls were switched in the front row. They have that fixed now on the Ignite side. So Isla with a strong serve going cross court, right side, hits it into the net, never crossed over, but Kamea was there just in case. Valenzuela making sure that ball does not cross over, and San Diego gets the first point. And it'll be Isla serving her second here. Another good serve going cross court. This time she mixes up, goes a little softer. Isla chases that one down off the blocker's hands. Jocelyn going down the line. Outside hitter picks up that one on defense in the back row. Camila reached behind her after the block to pick that one up. Play continues. Amber to Camila, back row now. And that is a back row kill for Amber Helfeld. After that nice swing from her, going to position 1, her left side. Good looking swing there from the back row. And Camila on that last block, she reached behind her. Sometimes coaches will tell you, don't reach behind you, trust your back row defense. But it really is a judgment call. You gotta determine, you gotta know who's behind you, how fast they are, if they're gonna be able to get that ball back. And sometimes it's just with some experience and playing together as a blocker on that side, or on either side, you have to realize when it's appropriate to reach over your head to get that ball up again, or when to let it go. Trust your back row to pick that ball up. Meanwhile, Ignite got that last point. Emma with a nice pass, back row. Isla not ready, but she got there in time, barely in time. Back set done by number 21, their transfer setter from T Street for Ignite this year. And San Diego being caught frozen. Nobody expecting that. Emma not able to get there in time. This time it's Kamea from the middle getting that kill off the top of the net and bouncing over to the Ignite side, landing on the Ignite side. And it'll be Jocelyn serving next, left side. Nice serve from her going cross court. They're able to control it, but they're not able to get it back over, as that set was way too far wide outside the antenna. Outside hitter trying her best to get that angle shot to clear the tape, get over the net, but not able to do so. So 2-point lead now for San Diego. That's a better set to the outside. She hits it between the double block. Camila rushing over, getting it, feeding Amber on the outside, off the blocker's hands, out of bounds, but got that block touch. And so it is a 3-point lead. We'll look to head coach Paul T, see if he wants to call his first timeout. Not yet. He's going to let things keep going. Jocelyn will keep serving. Tip over the double block. Isla this time not fooled, but Jocelyn not quite ready. One step too slow. They're picking up that second ball behind Isla as she put that ball straight up over her head. Good hustle by Isla to get that ball up. And good run by Jocelyn on that serve, getting a few points for San Diego, widening the lead to 3. Now it's just a 2-point lead, as we have Elise checking in, taking Jocelyn's place to serve receive on that right side. All right, we're having a bit of a delay as the down ref is checking the rotation for Ignite. Coach Ari has her team huddle up in the meantime, but yes, the down ref is checking to see who's the expected next server for Ignite. Of course, if you serve out of rotation, that's an immediate violation. You lose the point, goes to your opponent. We'll see what they determine here. In fact, as soon as the up ref gives the signal for the serve to begin, right at that moment, if you have the wrong server holding the ball behind the end line, that will be an out of rotation call. It's too late at that point to switch servers. All right, during this delay, both benches getting into it, doing some cheers for their team, trying to get both sides pumped up here. San Diego with the 2-point lead. Ilo, nice pass there to Camila, who feeds Kamea in the middle, off the hands, off the front row blocker hands, and then the back row, just to make sure no one misses a block touch there. And she gets that kill. A couple of kills for Kamea. She's effective here in this third set. Doing a great job there. Taking a break now as Olivia takes her place. Emma, meanwhile, serving left side. And that middle attack from Ignite did not cross over the net. Middle blocker trying to hit that ball to position 1. Maybe trying to tip it to position 2, her short left side. Oh. Okay, we're gonna replay that one. I'm thinking, oh, excuse me. That was a timeout called by head coach Paul T. That the up ref, I think he may have made a mistake. He may have signaled to our server to go ahead and serve. Maybe it happened right at the same time that head coach Paul T was calling for a timeout, and the down ref gave it to him. In any case, they get the benefit of that one. Take a 1-minute timeout. San Diego holding on to this 4-point lead here, 7-3. And looking good so far as they've really cleaned up their hitting percentage. As I said before this set started, it's really the keys of the game. Here is good serving. Make sure you get your serves in. Make sure you're hitting that ball and not necessarily killing the ball, but just be consistent. Make your opponent prolong the point. Count on your defense. Give your team more opportunities. And don't just give away free points. All right, back from the timeout now. Emma on the left side. Emma Serra serving for San Diego. And we're finally ready to go. 7-3. Nice floater serve from her. Tip over the double block. Isla picks it up. Camila goes to the outside, but there's confusion as Elise comes flying in from the back row to hit that back row attack. And Amber was, I think she thought that ball was for her. It was kind of in between a back row attack and an outside outlet set. So can't blame either of the hitters for trying to go for that ball. You'd like to see everyone going for the ball, instead of it just dropping between the players, of course. Emma with a pass, but that's going to be an ace serve as she not able to put that in a spot where Camila can chase it down, running all the way across the court. She's starting there in the right next to the net near the front side, or near the right side of the court, excuse me. And that ball did not clear. That serve had no chance to make it over, so side out back to San Diego, holding on to a 3-point lead here as we make the double substitution. San Diego bringing in Ellie and Mila. So Raimundo will serve here right in front of us. 8-5, we cross over halfway point in this third set. Nice floater from her, difficult to control, but Ignite was able to. Broken play for them, is it gonna be in? No, it did not cross over. And San Diego extends their lead, up 9-5. Ignite has already spent one of their timeouts, only one remaining. As Raimundo serves it down the line, another tough serve. And they do not clear the net again. Outside hitter looks, I'm guessing he's gonna call a timeout second. Yes, he does. Second and final timeout called by head coach T. And that'll be his final 1-minute timeout. And San Diego now extends their lead to 5 here, getting inching closer to that match point, up 10-5. Once again, winner of this match will determine first place pool finisher and will, in all likelihood, be one of the teams in Division 4 starting for the next PVL tournament in December. I think that's December 20th, I want to say. One-day tournament. But Division 4, I think, is a good spot for San Diego. There'll be a bunch of challenging teams who are able to win this one. Being in Division 4 will prove a challenge with several teams coming, winning their pool here in this entry tournament on the second day. So it'll be some tough competition if we do make it Division 4. But it's a good challenge. Olivia with a nice kill from the middle. Going to the, love to see her getting involved in this third set. We did not see her in the second set, but Coach Ari electing to put her in here in the third and final set, and it'll be Mila Raimundo continuing to serve her third or fourth in a row as we now have a 6-point lead, up 11-5. Right side hitter, nice block by Amber, and it'll do it. She gets that point and extends the lead even further, and nothing Coach Paul T can do right now as his team is trailing by 7. All he can do is make substitutions. He makes one now, maybe trying to slow the San Diego momentum down. Raimundo will keep serving. She goes to the middle. Libero has to pass it, but it's a broken play. Mila to the outside. Amber gets that between defenders, but they keep it up. Outside hitter for Ignite. Hits that ball long, out of bounds. Elise waited to the absolute last second to dodge out of the way. She looked like she was going to take that ball. She wisely let that one go at the very last moment. And now it is an 8-point lead. Everything looking good for San Diego. Nice float serve. That ball was pretty nasty going right to left. Difficult, but Ignite able to control it. Ellie now on the right side. That ball going out of bounds off the blocker's hands. It was blocked, but landing just wide, barely missing that sideline. Now it is match point as Mila Raimundo serves. Match point, leading 14-5 for San Diego. Olivia in the middle, didn't clear the net. Like to see her jump just a little bit higher for that one. Looks like there was a little bit of a hesitant approach. She was going maybe at about 75% speed there. And subsequently not getting quite high enough to clear the net. Still match point for San Diego as Emma takes this pass. Mila back behind her to Ellie, who goes cross court and wins the match. With that, San Diego captures the pool, wins this pool of 4 for the second day PVL entry tournament, and will most likely advance to Division 4 for the next PVL tournament. Once again, I think that's December 20th, but check your calendars for that one-day tournament. So great result here today. These girls fought back to win after dropping that second set by a wide margin, 25-16. Something like that, about 10-point deficit in that second one, but winning this one very decisively, and they finish up their day going undefeated. Great result. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We have someone coming up to the camera. What do you want to say?
What's poppin', everybody? It's your favorite ASMRs, Ellie Doucette. Let's hear it for the W.
That's Ellie Doucette, everyone. Saying hi to everyone back home. Thanks everyone for tuning in wherever you're connecting from. I really appreciate you being with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time, next month. The San Diego Volleyball Club will play again. Thanks everyone, bye.
Thank you. Awesome. Good job.